And with another Olympian in this Utah beam lineup is Grace McCallum. She struggled a little bit on turns throughout the season on beam. Used to do 5, has changed it down to 2. A requirement of all athletes is that full turn. She took a risk of trying to do more than just 1.
And Grace McCallum, she's really grown as a gymnast. Her journey of gymnastics has been a little bit up and down throughout college, and she has now really found who she is and is able to come onto the stage and perform at her best. Uncharacteristic mistake on there on her wolf turn.
Well, that's what she struggled with this season. That's why she changed it to the double. She was trying to do 5, couldn't find it on top of the beam, really struggled at Big 12s. Great save on that acro series as well.
It looks like she's just getting a little bit ahead of herself. There's a lot of pressure here from being an individual in the Olympics to now trying to qualify to the national championship. Has a lot of pressure on these athletes.
Grace McCallum has so much experience in gymnastics, but you're right, there's a different pressure in the team college competition than there is in elite competition. It's just a little bit different pressure. Not worse, not better, just different. Learning to embrace it though, and like you said, this is one of Grace's best seasons. She's never looked more free competing, super loose and confident this year. Had that little bobble on the series and the turn, but otherwise solid routine. They're really team-led. Even coaching each other helps bring them closer and elevate their gymnastics. And we close out the floor rotation for Utah with Grace McCallum, who has gotten a 10 on this.
Such an admirable athlete, being able to compete at the Olympic level, the college level, not only for Utah, but for generations of athletes in the sport of gymnastics. Starting off with a huge full twisting double tuck. Would have loved to see her feet a little bit more stable instead of having that slide on that front foot.
That's been her biggest challenge on that first pass. If she could hold her feet in the lunge, that's when she goes 10. Had the slide today, like you said. Front through to double back for her final tumbling pass.
Did a great job there.
Utah's floor lineup is super impressive to me. We've talked about the alphabet of skills. They have 5 E-level passes. That's hard to do.
That is why they're 6th in the nation on the floor exercise. And just like that, Grace finishes off with a staple. What a moment for her to finish off her career.
And that's probably going to be another 9-9 score for them. Utah did a great job of building throughout their lineup.
Yeah, she missed her punch. Grace McCallum this year doing a Yurchenko 1.5, really felt comfortable because Mike Hunger is on staff. He coached her since she's been 13. And they really worked on her technique to get her to a place to lift off the table and to have such a strong block. Look at how straight her arms are. She waits before she twists and just absolutely annihilates that landing. Wow.
And Grace McCallum is the last competitor to go for Utah on bars. And if
we know she can handle this pressure, Kennedy.
Oh, she can handle this pressure, Anastasia.
Kennedy talked a lot about this Stalder work. We're going to witness it here. She does it into a release move.
And connects all of her release moves like right there. Sometimes she can get the other one. Can get that Van Leeuwen up out of her chow. Couldn't get the connection there, but she doesn't need it.
And just another stick for this Utah team.
And I think Utah's going to the finals. I think we're going to see them at 4 on the floor.
They just punched their ticket right there.
phenomenal bounce back from Utah. Started in 4th after the first rotation, finished in 1st after the last rotation. Don't play with Utah.
And there's Utah celebrating. They have punched their ticket to the national championship. And Kennedy, like you said, they've always been getting 3rd at the national championship. Will they?
This could be their year, Anastasia. They could totally win it.